The delegate from Montgomery, Delegate Hurst.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise for a motion to adjourn today in honor and memory of the victims of the Virginia Tech shooting on April 16, 2007, and I'd like to speak to that motion.
Delegate has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Fellow delegates, yesterday marked 11 years since that cold, blustery day in Blacksburg. And while 11 may be the number that gives us pause this week, it is that other number, 32, that continues to sucker punch our consciousness when we think of the magnitude of the violence one person brought to bear. For us, it's easy to move to honor. We stand up and we bow our heads. But to adjourn in the memory, the question, Mr. Speaker, is, what shall we remember? Is it to remember the way that they died, 2 killed at West AJ Residence Hall, the 30 killed chained inside Norris Hall? Let us for today strike those images from our minds and instead remember how they lived. We remember Ross loved video games. We remember Jamie loved photography. We remember Brian loved the Detroit Tigers. We remember Stack loved playing the baritone for the Marching Virginians. We remember Austin loved scuba diving. We remember Jocelyn loved her home in Nova Scotia. We remember Professor Granada loved coaching his son's lacrosse teams. We remember Matthew loved sports statistics and trivia. We remember Caitlin loved playing her violin. We remember Jeremy loved running marathons. We remember Rachel loved classic movies. We remember Emily loved riding horses. We remember Jarrett loved visiting his mom in Narrows, Virginia. We remember Matthew loved the Air Force ROTC. We remember Henry loved origami. We remember Dr. Lebrescu loved his life work studying aerodynamics. We remember Dr. Loganathan loved quiet nights at home with his wife and 2 daughters. We remember Partati loved the Hokies, especially the football team. We remember Lauren loved her Savior, Jesus Christ, and Virginia Tech, which she called almost heaven. We remember Daniel loved traveling Europe. We remember Juan loved Michael Jordan. We remember Minu loved painting watercolors. We remember Daniel loved to sing. We remember Aaron loved to play basketball. We remember Michael loved karate. We remember Julia loved helping purify water for the people in the Andes Mountains. We remember Mary loved playing the clarinet. We remember Rima loved making funny videos with her friends. We remember Waleed loved to cook for his family. We remember Leslie loved visiting museums. We remember Max loved swing dancing. We remember Nicole loved volunteering for her hometown rescue squad. Mr. Speaker, the length of time it takes for us to remember what the murdered loved while they lived should make us uncomfortable and feel awkward. It should also make us resolve to do all we can to prevent a similar event. 32 killed one morning as the wind whipped and the flurry of snow fell. But when we adjourn today, let's do so in honor and memory of how the victims lived and not how they died. And I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Delegate Hurst moves that when the House adjourn today, adjourn the honor and memory of the members who died in the Virginia Tech shooting April 16, 2007. Those in favor of that motion shall rise. Motion is agreed to.